Hello and welcome to Edupedia World. The subject is work, and first of all, if you haven't done the section on starting a conversation, I would recommend it because a lot of the phrases and wordings that you would use for work are covered there. Introductions, greetings, requests, things like that. So we're just going to get into more work-related things here. First of all, talking about your plans, you can use the phrase I'm going to, or I plan to, or I intend to. Now the difference between I'm going to, such as I'm going to send an email, or I'm going to finish that, and I plan to go on a holiday at the end of the year, is I'm going to is usually something simpler, a single action. I'm going to go shopping. Shopping doesn't really have a plan, it's not complicated, it's something we do as we like. So this is how we usually use I'm going to. I'm going to have lunch. I'm going to ask him about that. And we might say I plan to. I plan to have that finished by the end of the year. I plan to move to Sydney. I plan to move into advertising. I intend to is used much the same way as either of these, and can be used as I'm going to or as I plan to. I intend to ask him about that. I intend to finish this. I intend to stop at 3 o'clock. And I'm going to really means I intend to, because I'm going to has nothing to do with motion. It's not about motion, it's about intention. Somebody will say I'm going to go. I'm going to go to the movies. I'm going to go home. It really means I intend to go home. If there is something you would like to do, or something you would like to happen, but you're not sure that it will, you can say I hope to. I hope to finish that by the end of the day. I hope to get some holiday time. I hope to travel to America. And of course, if there is something that needs to be done, you can say I have to. I have to stay back. I have to work late. I have to finish this. I have to take this call. I have to answer this email. To talk about somebody else's intentions, you can say, are you going to? Are you going to ask him about that? Are you going to finish at 3 o'clock? Are you going to have that finished by the end of the week? And is he going to? Or is she going to? Is she going to call a meeting? Is she going to ring? Is she going to call you? Is she going to send an email? You can also use will you, as in, will you finish that? Will you be finishing that? Will you be at the meeting tomorrow? Will you be giving a report? Will you can also be used as a request. Will you send me a copy? Will you ask her for me? Will you have lunch with me? You can offer to do something by saying I can. I can write the minutes. I can check that for you. I can get that. I can speak to him about it if you want. If you are confident that your offer will be accepted, you can say I will, which is usually shortened to I'll. I'll write the minutes. I'll order some supplies. I'll ask him about it. You can also use I will as an offer. I'll write the minutes if you like. In this way, it's an offer. I'll write the minutes if you like. I'll check that for you if you like. I'll call him if you like. To make a suggestion about something that you and your co-workers could do, you can say we could. We could get a freelancer to do that. We could wait until tomorrow. We could ask Jeffrey. We could ask for a discount. Or if you are not sure whether your suggestion will be accepted, you can say, should we? Should we get a freelancer to do that? Should we finish this today? Should we postpone the meeting? For urgent things, we use have to, need to, or must. I have to finish this today. I have to call him and tell him. I have to go home at 3. I need to get some time off. I need to get this done. I need to ask him about that. Or you need to ask him about that. You need to get some time off. So it's I have to, you have to, I need to, you need to, but then it's has to. He has to finish that. He has to get time off. Or he needs to. He needs to call Jeffrey. He needs to call Jeffrey. He needs to call a meeting. Or as a question, do you have to? Or do you need to? Do you have to do that now? Do you need to finish that today? Does he have to call a meeting now? You use the word should for things that it would be better if they happened. I should finish this today. You should get some rest. He should call her. We should get another printer. The word should is used for things which it is not necessarily important that they happen. They may not happen, but it would be better if it happens. I should get some rest. In the same way, when we use should in a question, it's asking, would it be better? Should we use a freelancer? Is asking, would it be better if we used a freelancer? Should I take the minutes? Means, would it be better if I took the minutes? To ask a simple question, we can use is it, and then use a describing word. For example, is it fast? Is it finished? Is it still going to happen? Is it broken? To ask if something exists, you say, is there? Is there a printer here? Is there a phone I could use? Is there a meeting today? Although you might say, is there going to be a meeting today? Or are there? Are there any spare chairs here? Are there any cups left? To ask for information, we use what is, which is shortened to what's. What's your name? What's the problem? What's his email address? As well as what is, we have what do. What do you do? What do you think? As you can tell, what do is shortened to what do. What do you reckon? This shortening is not necessarily bad English, it's the nature of the language. In fact, if you don't do it, it makes you hard to understand. The same happens for the questions regarding where. Where is the fax machine? It becomes, where's the fax machine? Where's the exit? Or where are? Where are the railway stations? Or where are they going? And where did, as in where did they go? Or where did they put them? It becomes shortened to where'd. Where'd everybody go? That was where did everybody go? And the same occurs for when. When is becomes when's. When's the meeting? When's lunch? And when can? When can we do that? When does she start work? When do you expect to finish it? Which runs together a bit into when do. When do you expect to finish it? Here are some phrases that you may hear at work. Can I speak to Jeff, please? That is, can I speak to Jeff, please? Can I say who's calling? Can I say who's calling? You may hear that if you ring somebody asking for a particular person. I'm afraid he's not in, or I'm afraid he's not at his desk. I'm afraid he's not at his desk. Can I take a message? Can I take a message? Will you be at the meeting? Will you be at the meeting? Is everyone here? Is everyone here? Have you met Jack? Have you met Jack? Thanks for all your work on this. Thanks for finishing this so quickly. I don't think these figures are accurate. I've checked the figures. I have checked the figures. The report contains some mistakes. Have you read the report? I need to check my email. I got an email from him this morning. She sent me an email yesterday. She sent me an email yesterday. I'll need to speak to my supervisor. I will need to speak to my supervisor. You may have noticed in English the important words are emphasized and the smaller words are simply brushed over, squeezed together, and hardly said. That concludes this section, and thank you for watching Edupedia World.